All right. What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Curated Topics brought to you by Curated Sense LLC. All right. So let's start this thing all right. You know what? I am really feeling that intro song. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. I really like it. It really brings my energy up. I was kind of down in my energy. I had a long day, y'all. Had a long day at work. Had some unforeseen things happen at work. But you know what? It's all good. We're going to get started today. So, y'all know I'm back to starting how I normally start. We're going to do Candle of the Evening. And what we got tonight? We got one of my favorite tequilas ever. One of my favorite. It is right here. It is called Mi Campo. And let me try and get it so y'all can see. But that is the picture of like a Mayan or something like that, and then a heart. That's Mi Campo Tequila. I got hip. I went to the liquor store one day. If you're gonna drink, please drink responsibly. But I went to the liquor store one day and I just saw this label, man, and this label is so cool. Like, it is so cool. And I was like, hey, let me try that. I was in a tequila phase. Hey, my cousin knows what I'm talking about because we hit that phase and we've been drinking tequila ever since. But that's besides the point. I saw this and I tried it and I was like, it's so smooth. It doesn't have that it doesn't have that super bite at the end. It's very smooth finish. It has like that much smokiness to it, but a little bit of like it tastes kind of vanilla-y, if that's the right way to put it. Has like a vanilla flavor as well, and it just pairs very well together, and it is very smooth. So I suggest, hey, if you're of age, go try it out. If you are not, wait till you are. Please drink responsibly once again. But what's the scent we got tonight? Let me. Smells so good. So this scent here in this bottle is actually off my secret menu. What? Yes, I have a secret menu, one that y'all don't know about. This menu consists of some seasonal scents that I have that I didn't get a chance to either put on my website, or I didn't just because I want them to remain seasonal. Therefore, returning customers. So if you return and you buy candles from me a lot, I tell you about some of the secret items that I have. Some of them are scents that I want to try out before I just release them to other people. I got to make sure that they smell good. I got to make sure, got to make sure they potent and all the things. And then some of them are, they're there for if you've been to the lab and you've smelled them before, that sort of thing. So I got a secret menu, y'all. So for all those customers who they want to try out, become a recurring customer, I'll let you know about that secret menu. And yeah, you can check it out. So what is the scent? The scent is called Dancing Waters. Now, this is on my secret menu because the place I got it from, it's not from my normal place, but the place I got it from, I just wanted to try it out because it sounded pretty interesting. And they discontinued the scent. So once I'm out of it, it is gone. But that's why it was on the secret menu, because I didn't want a bunch of people to order and then be like, what you mean you ain't got no more left? And yeah, that wouldn't have went over well, y'all. So secret menu item. But this candle is actually going out to a customer this week, and I can't wait for them to try it. I can't wait to hear their feedback. I have one of these. It's actually in one of my restrooms, and it is beautiful. I like to light it like right before I get into the shower. Actually, it's a very like clean scent, but it's very floral. Has a lot of different flowers in it, but to me, it kind of reminds me of a softer version of the water floral, where it's I wouldn't say it's more subtle, but it's just softer. It's not as hard hitting. But when you light it and you really let it get going, oh my goodness, it just smells like there's flowers everywhere and all that. But it smells very good. It's very clean, very fresh. And hey, make sure you get you one. Reminder, we still have our end of the summer sale. So make sure you check out the end of the summer sale. I know summer is ending, but this is the perfect time to re-up on some of those just cool, refreshing islandy scents. The bugs aren't going away either. Just because summer is ending, the mosquitoes, man, they try to last as long as they possibly can. So make sure you get you a Bye Bye Bugs candle. I have not really been bit up at all. Whenever I'm by my Bye Bye Bugs candle, I light it and they leave me alone. I've been bit 2 times this year, and both times I was not next to my candle. Every other time that I was next to my candle, no bites, none. Like, I haven't been itching and scratching this year because I made sure I had me a Bye Bye Bugs candle on deck. So make sure you grab one. For those of you who like to do the by the campfire and all of that, especially since it's getting a little bit chilly out, make sure you grab one of these, man. I say you keep you one of these on deck at least until the end of September. So check us out. We also have fall sales coming soon. We're going to have some fall scents coming in. Things like apple spice. For all my people out there who love the pumpkin, I have 2 pumpkin flavors. We have scents, excuse me. We have pumpkin spice and pumpkin patch. And then one of my personal favorites for the fall scents, the campfire. Now, I'm going to tell y'all about that scent right quick. The campfire, it's so accurate to its name. You light up a candle like this and you're like, who's burning something? But like, in a good way. Not like, oh, the house is on fire, oh my God, get out. But like, kumbaya. We sitting around the fire. Somebody go find me some hot dogs or some marshmallows to make s'mores, because it smells like a bonfire is around. That scent is one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite fall scent. Keep it real. It is my favorite fall scent. Definitely. And I have a specific customer. Shout out to Mr. Christmas. That's his nickname. But he actually likes to mix campfire with the apple pie. I was a little skeptical at first. It's a good combination. Now, I don't just mix them for everybody. That's a Mr. Christmas special, pause. But y'all check us out. We got the fall scents coming. I'll let everybody know about the fall sale. If you're not hip to my Instagram, make sure you follow at curated_scents_LLC. And you'll be able to find out about the fall sale and when it's going to be happening and all of that. And that will be right there on my Instagram page. That's at curated_scents_LLC. And also, check out the merch, man. How y'all like this shirt? Hold on, I'm gonna move the mic right quick. Yeah. Let me fix it though. Yeah, so this shirt, it actually comes from our merch store. So I put a lot of the labels that I have, drawn up from my artists. I put them on clothes, sell them out, and we each split the profits. So make sure y'all check those out as well. Those don't just go to me, but they actually go to an aspiring artist, a working artist. So we're trying to spread the money around. We're trying to get everybody paid, trying to put, fill up everybody's pockets. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check us out. I have that site posted on my website. That's curatedsentsllc.com. This shirt here, the label was for our scent lilac. And so this is what they came up with. So I thought it was very good. This is one of my favorite shirts, actually. And so, yeah, check us out. It's very long lasting. This has been through the wash many times, and it's not degrading too bad or anything like that. Make sure y'all check us out. But we're going to move on. We got to talk about my Browns again, y'all. We got to talk about the Browns again. This time we played Saturday, and we beat the reigning, defending world champion Philadelphia Eagles. But they ain't done no more because they lost. They lost us 22-13. This game did not star Shedeur Sanders. We actually had Dillon Gabriel get some run, and he did not play too bad. He was 13 for 18, which is a very good percentage. 143 yards. He did not throw any touchdowns, but he played very well for us. I thought he played very well for us. He did. He played well for his first game. He did have an interception. He did, I think, get sacked early on in the game, and that led to the Eagles scoring. And he also threw a pick six. But, I think he recovered well. I think he played well. And I think he finished out his time in the game well. He made the most of his opportunity. And, he started a little bit rough. And you could say the same for Shedeur. Shedeur started the game off a little bit slow. He didn't throw any interceptions. He didn't turn the ball over. But both guys, you can tell, okay, this is their first time in the league. This is their first game. They're getting their feet wet. But as the game progressed, they performed. And that's what I liked about this game. You really saw, both games, you saw both players mature as the game got going. They might have had some nerves. They're coming from college where they were the stars, and now they're the little man on the field. Pause. But they really stepped up. They got things going, and they showed, hey, they belong in this league too. So I want to say kudos to Dillon Gabriel. You did a good job, played a good game, held it down for us, got the W. Now, I want to talk about his post-game comments. I haven't figured out yet how to share my screen or anything like that, so I'm just going to say what he said. And this wasn't even post-game. I think this was halftime. He said, there are people out here who are, entertainers, and then there's people out here who are competitors. And I'm a competitor. I'm here to play the game. I'm here to compete, and I'm here to put my best foot forward. Now, a lot of people saw that as him taking a shot at Shedeur. We know that Shedeur is, the hype guy right now. He's got all the hype. He's the highlight. He's throwing the wrists up with the watch on, all of that. But in the post game, Gabriel actually said that he wasn't talking about Shedeur at all. He was actually talking more towards the media, where it's the media's job to, entertain people and ask the questions and frame the narrative, if you will. And it's his job as a competing quarterback to do just that and compete. He's trying to get a spot. He's trying to secure his job. I don't know what his intentions were with what he was saying, but I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he was trying to throw shots at his teammate. I don't think he was talking about Shedeur all like that. I like the fact that he is addressing the fact that he's like, hey, I'm out here to compete. I like that. I like that stance. I like that perspective because it is his job to compete. He shouldn't just, oh, well, Shedeur performed in the first game. I guess I can't do anything. No, I wouldn't want that. Even if I'm rooting for Shedeur to get, the better position, I wouldn't want to see someone who's on the team. You're on the same team as him. I don't want to see you lay down and not compete for the spot. I want you to push everybody around you to be the best versions of themselves. That's healthy competition. And that's kind of what leads me into the motivational piece for today. I want to talk about competition and, more importantly, healthy competition. So, what is competition? In this fact, it's quarterbacks competing for that top spot. Who's going to be QB1? And as the Browns announced, it's Joe Flacco. We knew that. But now you're jockeying for who is QB2, who's QB3, who's going to be that guy who comes off the bench if something were to happen. I hope nothing happens because I want these guys to get a chance to learn and grow. I think that Joe Flacco has something that he can offer these guys in terms of veteran leadership, and they need somebody to watch. Don't just throw them to the wolves. Don't just throw them in the fire. They need to watch. They need to learn. They need to get their reps in. They need to practice without fear of injury, that sort of thing. And that's going to make them better. But between the two of them, being Shador and Gabriel, they need to compete against each other. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of competition. Competition can be great. It can be great in your life. It's very natural. And it's going to happen. Now, what we have here is healthy competition. These two guys are teammates. They just happen to play the same position, but they're teammates. So as teammates, you want to bring out the best in each other. And that's what I liked about his statement. He said, I'm here to compete. I'm here to do the best that I can. So he saw Shador do his best in the first game. And now Shador has set the bar. And so he's like, well, shoot, I ain't no slouch. I was the starting quarterback, at Oregon. I got to show that I can do this thing too. I got to show what I'm made of too. So I'm going to go out here and put on a performance as well. And I like that because you know who was watching? Shador Sanders. Now, when Shador gets his next opportunity, it's not just I got this. I can just get a walk in the park. No, it puts the burden of performance back upon him. So he's like, oh, well, Gabriel performed in his first game. Well, shoot, I got to perform in my second. And that creates a snowball effect between the two of them that's going to bring out the best in each other. So let me get back to the motivational piece. So what is competition? Competition is when you compete against others. What's competing? Competing is striving to gain an advantage or to win something by defeating or establishing superiority over those who are trying to do the same. So let's break that down in not dictionary English. Basically, I'm trying to do better than the other guy, while the other guy is trying to do better than me. And here's the thing, when it's healthy competition like this, when you're playing for the same team, even when you're playing on opposite teams, but in this case, when you're playing on the same team, you're trying to bring out the best in each other. Now that dictionary version, it can sound harsh, but it's very natural. And like I said before, it can be rewarding, and not only rewarding for the winner, it could be rewarding for the loser as well. Now, how is that possible? Well, here's the thing. The competition is going to bring out the best in us, right? So in the Shador Sanders and the Dillon Gabriel example, they're going to keep trying to outshine each other. All right, well, Shador did good in his first game. Now Dillon's did good on his first game. Now the pressure's back on Shador. What you going to do in the second game? Now if he does well, now the pressure's back on Gabriel. What you going to do in your second game? And that's going to keep them on their toes. That's what's going to keep them going forward. That's what's going to bring out the best in each other. They're not going to want to make mistakes. And that brings me to my first point. Competition can bring the best out in us. Knowing someone is on your heels keeps you on your toes. Think about that for a second. If you know somebody is nipping at your heels, pause. You're always going to be on your toes. That means you're going to be on top of your game. That means no breaks. That means no time to slack off. None of those things. It's going to keep you from getting too comfortable. It's going to keep you from relaxing. And then you got to slip in your game. You have to always be pushing forward. You have to keep in mind, there are people who are competing for your spot. Even if you think you own the spot. Even if you think, oh, well, this is just mine. I'm the only one here. I guarantee you there's somebody looking around the corner waiting for you to slip up so that they can move into your position. So you have to keep on your toes. You have to keep that in mind. Competition keeps you hungry. That's point number 2. Competition keeps you hungry. Knowing that there's competition, knowing that you can't relax, it keeps you engaged in that grind mode. It makes you, all right, I got to go practice because I know this person is practicing. I know I got to go practice because I know they haven't stopped yet. I know I have to do one more rep because I know they do it one more rep, if not two. I know that they putting in this work over here. So I have to finish my work. I can't let it slide. I have to continue to keep going. This keeps you performing at a high level. I'm watching an anime right now. Yes, I like anime, but it's an anime that I kind of waited to start. It's called Black Clover. And where my Black Clover heads out there, drop a comment down in the description. Tell me what y'all think about the show. I'm not too far in. Still in the first season, but it's about these two. They're called commoners. They're, not rich. They're down on their luck kids, and they grow up. They're about 15, and everybody in there has like magical powers. Blah blah blah. And these two kids both dream of being what's called the Wizard King, Asta and Yuno. And there comes a time in their life where, they're friends, and there comes a time in their life where they both are in a similar battle. And Asta has the unbelievable will. You won't break his will. He's going to keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Even if he keeps failing, he's going to keep trying because he has a goal. And looks at him and gets inspired. He's like, no, I'm going to be the Wizard King simply because I see you never stopping. And your belief gives me belief. So from that point on, they decide that they're going to compete with each other for who's going to be the Wizard King. Nobody else even in the show really even matters besides those two. Because they know, all right, when it comes down to the finish line, it's going to be you versus me. I already know it. They know that there's a long road ahead to get to even being powerful enough to even be considered. But they know that they are each other's arch nemesis. And they're friends. But that's part of what I was talking about before. It keeps them hungry. It keeps them going. And they both know, okay, I can't give up because the other one wouldn't give up. The other one wouldn't stop, so I can't stop. And that's how I want you all to approach your life, especially when you are in the face of competition. You have to look at it like that. You have to be like, no, I'm not going to stop because the other person isn't going to stop. So I have to be at my best because they're going to be at their best. And watch, it will turn you into a better version of yourself. It will make you be more consistent. It will make you be more disciplined. It will make you be more dedicated. It'll make you persevere. All the things that I've mentioned before, all the things that you ever heard in your life, get you some competition and it will make you perform. It will make you do that because you won't want to lose. You won't want to lose. And that is the great part about healthy competition. Now, what's my third point? My third point is competition keeps you humble. It does. It keeps you humble. When you have good competition, when you have healthy competition, you don't get too big headed because you know the efforts that the other side is putting in. You know the efforts that you're putting in order to win. And in having that good competition, it allows you to embrace both sides. What do I mean by both sides? I mean winning and losing. When you lose, you embrace the winner. You congratulate them for winning. And you prepare for the next time that you have so that you can outshine them. But you congratulate them because they forced you to up your level of game. I was nipping at your heels, man, and you did better this time. But I got you next time. See, that's the thing. When you losing doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you stop. Sometimes it's what you need to put you over the hump to win. Sometimes it is what you need to put you over the hump to win. Sometimes you have to lose so you can know, okay, right there at this critical moment, that's where I made my mistake. And then you don't do it next time. Sometimes I thought I won. That was my critical mistake. So you don't do it next time. Losing teaches you, or should teach you, what it is that you need to do in order to win. But you always embrace the winner because, hey, they were better than you in that time. But that competition is what keeps you humble. That's what keeps you humble in those moments. Now, how does it keep you humble when you win? When you win, you thank the loser. You thank them for pushing you. Thank them for pushing you for completing that task at a high level. It forced you, it pushed you to complete whatever it was you were doing at a higher level. And because they pushed you, because they presented that opposition, it forced you to up your game, to be the best version of yourself, perform at that high level, and get it done. Get the job done. You thank them because they were the singular thing that pushed you over the hump. I knew you was out there practicing. I knew you was out there trying to get me. So I did what I needed to do to be the best version of myself. And that right there is part of why competition keeps you humble. That's part of why healthy competition is good. Healthy competition is good. No matter what, you come out a better person and a better version of yourself. Not because you had to do it, pull out any tricks or play dirty, but it's because you upped your level of performance in order to win. And if you tried and you lost, hey, that's okay. You try again. Don't let that take you out. You try again. This lets you know that there's another level to your game that you have to get to. And it's on you to get to that level and to perform. So I hope that, relates to somebody who's listening. I hope that helped you all. We're going to move on to the next topic. All right. So let's talk about music. I know y'all was waiting. Y'all was like, but Brian, where's the song at? Here it is. And it kind of has to do with what I talked about. Kind of doesn't. It's, I would relate it more to setbacks, but this was my song that I was rocking with for most of the weekend. So it really inspired me to bring it on to y'all. It is called Opening Credits by Currency. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love Currency. Pause. That's my boy. This is probably one of my favorite rappers in the game. Every year, my most listened to on Apple Music, all that. I got to give Currency his flowers before I even start talking about the song. One of my favorites to just put on while I'm in the car, drive to, listen to. If I'm in a chill mood where I'm not, I'm not too hype, I'm not low or anything, but just chill, relax, balanced. Now he's got songs that you can get hyped to, and I sure do. But just my all-time favorite in terms of just balanced out music, chill vibes, that sort of thing. Now let's talk about the song. The song Opening Credits. It's a very short song. I think it's the intro to one of his albums. But he talks about hitting a struggle where he pretty much lost it all. He has a line in the song where he says, halfway to the top, went to sleep and woke up at the bottom. They turned off my lights, so I lit candles and I plotted. Got it before, getting it again shouldn't be a problem. Why do I relate to this line, or why did I find this so inspirational for the video? Well, he talks about going through a setback. It's like, okay, I went to bed feeling on top of the world, or at least halfway there. I was on my way up. And he woke up in a situation where he was now at the bottom. And I think a lot of us have gone through that in our lives. I sure have. I've gone through it just in the past year. But when you reach a certain level, say you gotten up here, but then you drop down. Well, getting up here still gave you some experience. It still gave you knowledge. It still gave you, the wherewithal. So you can get back here. It's going to take some work, but you have experienced being here. So don't think that just because, oh, you drop down for a second, that means that that's the end, because it's not. You still have life to live. You still have, effort to put forth. It's just going to take more effort to get back to where you were, but you were there before, so you know what the experience of being there means. So therefore, put your head down, get about your feelings, have your feelings, but don't let them last too long, and do what you need to do to get back to where you were and even higher. And that's the part where I think it relates to the motivation. This is a time where, hey, he's in the realm of competition when it comes to rap, when it comes to the music game, when it comes to the rap game. He's in the realm of competition. You're competing with all these other people who are making music. And you think you're at a certain level, and then boom, you're not. But what did we say about losing before? That's your opportunity to learn from your mistakes. That's your opportunity to learn from that critical moment. That's your opportunity to go back to the drawing board, up your game, and get back to where you need to be. Maybe even higher. And this was early on in his music game, and Currency's doing very well now. So we see that he didn't let it get him down. So let's not let it get us down. Let's take our losses, let's learn from them, and let's increase and get better. So that's all I got for today. I hope this helps somebody out there. I hope you all can relate to what I was talking about. I hope that, I hope it made sense. I want to thank you all for listening. I want to say thank you to all my listeners. I appreciate all the feedback that I've been receiving. I've been getting lots of tips and little pointers from people. I've been getting very good comments. So I appreciate that from you all. Please keep the comments coming. Hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Share it with people you know. Share it with somebody who you think it would help. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Check us out. Once again, this is Curated Topics, brought to you by Curated Sense LLC. Check us out online at curatedSenseLLC.com and on Instagram at curated_sense_LLC. I got something special for y'all. I'm going to put on some of the footage from my trip to Miami when I saw Currency live at Rolling Loud. I've seen Currency maybe 4 or 5 times in concert. This might have been my most recent time, but I'll put on some of that footage. And like I always say, I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Just what I ass rapper split up in a building. Now I'm on the roof chilling. The pool up here and a couple chicks I grew up with. Bottles in the cooler. If you don't know how to do it, I'll be out school. Barrel roll, look that little top gun maneuver. Making hot wheels out of whole thing. I'ma hold it down like a low train. Already know before she touch up that it don't I'm a real nigga. Let me make it clear my winner. No splash out into inner circle of venom. I'm prepared for whatever if you know what I've been through. Clear view, real view, liberate the paid dues. From fine to a runway, thunderstorm came through. But it was it came to something that amazes you. Soon as you ain't in here, what I gotta say to you. The retro club came with this same year. My Apollo with the flow shit. Photo, suicide, muscle car, chauffeur. Shorty body, talk a lot, it wasn't so good. When I lean with her, when I would invite her over. Pillow sweating, teddy bear, hanging off her shoulder. Don't care over here, so we put it in the air. Running around my house, and she won't fuck anywhere. That's cool, baby, but I just got that. Oh, we ain't gotta stay away from it. It's all good. If you wanna get unhit, then I guess I'm a couple. Before I got on this beat.